Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we are creating this beautiful pond scene. Super easy, great for beginners. All right, let's get started. So of course we'll need our canvas. We're going to be using 4 brushes. Got a bit of a variety this time. So we'll need a large brush. I like using my angled brush, a fan brush, a script liner brush, and just a thin pointy brush as well. And for colors we will need blue, brown, green, and white and black, of course. And then don't forget your water and your towel, and then we can get started. Okay, let's start off with the background. So we're gonna make just a light blue sky. So go ahead and dip your largest brush into a bit of that blue, and we're going to take about like half of that white and mix that in. And then let's go straight onto our canvas, and we're gonna go just a little bit above halfway.
Don't tell your friends, but let them know we're safe later on. The road is calling, sun on our skin, sleeping under stars when it's gone.
Beautiful, let's let that background dry. So go ahead and rinse your large brush in the meantime. Alright, once the back has dried, we're gonna go in and create some greenery. Take your fan brush, and we're going to dip a little bit into the black. And then we're gonna mix with that green. We wanna create a dark green. Now we're gonna go and create a whole line of greenery. Now we're going to create some leafy greens coming from both corners with that same dark green. To do so, I find it's easiest to use the fan brush with it pointing up versus flat. Perfect, let's let that dry. We're going to take a bit of the white and mix that in with the green. This is creating the highlights of that greenery. And we're gonna do the same technique. Just keep it a little bit lighter. We don't wanna cover up all of that dark green. And the same with these top green sections. I like to extend it a little bit, having the highlights be on the end. Beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and actually take the same brush, no need to rinse, and we're gonna go straight into the black. So we want a little bit of that leftover green color. So we're gonna add in a little bit more depth and a little bit more shadowing. And we're going to do that right where that darkness is. This is a super quick step. Just adds a little extra information to the painting. Same to here. And for this section, we're going to be taking the darkness and pulling it down. So we kind of focus it in the corners, and then we're going to pull downwards. This is where you can also kind of correct and kind of see how you feel about the formation of the trees here. Beautiful, let's let that dry and go ahead and rinse your brush. Now we're moving on to the pond area, so it's gonna be this whole rest of the section. So we're going to go into the blue again, and we're gonna start off with a lighter blue, moving down to a darker blue on the bottom.
Take a leap of faith. We got a love that's worth the wait.
Perfect. And we're just gonna throw our brush into the water for now, and we're going back in with the fan brush. We don't need to wait for the water to dry because we're going to add in some streaks and we want them to blend pretty well. Starting off with the bottom, we're gonna go straight into the dark blue and create a few lines.
You're the one. Our story's just begun.
Then we're gonna go into this lighter blue. And a good tip is you can stick your brush into the water if you feel like the paint is getting a little sticky or if you just want it to be a little smoother. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of highlights to the bottom.
There's only one thing I know for sure.
Now we're gonna pull the same color upwards.
I'm never gonna let you go.
And then on the top, we're really gonna mix into that white and put a little bit on the top. And now the last color we're going to mix is a little bit of the green. The reason why we're mixing in the blue with the green is because we're creating a reflection of that greenery onto the pond. So same motions.
You and me could be so much more.
Perfect, it's just a small detail that adds so much information to the painting. Now we're gonna let that all dry for a bit. Okay, we're gonna move on to the boardwalk. I'm gonna place mine right into the center. We're gonna take that brown color and mix in a little bit of the white. We don't want it to be too light because we still need that lighter version for the highlights. And then I'm gonna start from the bottom and work my way up. And you're basically just creating a bunch of rectangles. As you make your way up, you want it to get smaller and smaller.
Let you go. With your love, I'll never be alone. There's only one thing I know for sure. I'm holding on forevermore. I'm never gonna let you go. With your love, I'll never be alone. There's only one thing I know for sure.
Let's go into the highlight and just slightly add some random highlights on each step.
Gonna let you go.
Taking the same brush, we're just going to go into that black. And we'll mix that into that darker brown color. Create a little bit of shadows.
Times we had, something I could never forget is the way you said I love you, babe.
Moving on to the lily pads, we're going to take a bit of that white and put that into the green. And then wherever you please, I'm going to do both on the right and the left side. Make little oval shapes.
I don't wanna miss a minute, but life moves too fast. I wanna hold on to the moments of you and I. Could we go back to summertime love? Could we go back to summertime love?
We're going to be creating a dark green color, so take a little bit of black, mix that in, and right underneath all those lily pads you created, do just a little line to create the shadow.
Something I could never forget. Making love when the rain our car, making all our plans. Could have pressed pause forever. I don't wanna miss a minute.
Finally, we're going to use the script liner brush and we're going to create another dark green color. And then we're going to add some grassy lines.
Could we go back to summertime now? Could we go back to summertime now? Take me back, take me back. Take me back, take me back. And I don't wanna miss a minute, but life moves too fast. I wanna hold on to the moments of you and I. Could we go back? I don't wanna miss a minute, but life moves too fast.
It's finally complete. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more tutorials every week.